everyone! So these are all the items that are in your mini resin kits. So I'll go through them really quickly. I sent everything to you guys except paper towels. So just grab some paper towels from your kitchen and so yeah, we'll get started. So this is the direction card. Keep this and refer to this. I'll walk you guys through all the steps, but this is the instruction card for it. And then here are the warnings on the back. There's a pair of gloves. Make sure you wear the pair of gloves. Definitely, you don't want to get this. It's kind of like, resin is basically like a liquid plastic, and you don't want to get that on your hands. I also included a mask for you guys. The kind of resin I've included is no VOC and low odor, so you really honestly shouldn't need the mask. However, I included the mask as a extra precaution. You can reuse it. It's a nice mask, so you can reuse it for your project, so don't throw it away after this time. There is a A and a B container. The A container is the resin and the B container is the hardener. It's really important that you use equal amounts of these, and there's also a minimum with the amount that you can make. So make sure you use the whole kit at one time. Don't try to just use half of it and conserve it, because there is a minimum ratio that you have to do. So I've sent that to you guys. It's an ounce of each. I've also sent you guys a glitter. And this is a foil. You either got gold, rose gold, or silver. 2 mixing cups. 2 little stirring sticks, popsicle sticks. Some letter beads. You guys can see these. Everybody got a name that they requested. And if you didn't request a name, you got something like hearts or stars, something like that. So beads, a mold. This is, we ended up having to send different molds to people. I was hoping to send everybody this kind, which is to be used with the beads, but they didn't arrive in time. So everybody, you got a mixture. You either got this one, this mold, or this mold. And then you got the appropriate clips to go with it. So like the straight mold has these clips. This one has these clips. And this one has these clips. So we'll go ahead and get started. I am pre-recording this, just so I'm gonna do a live one the day of as well, but I'm pre-recording it just so that we have the video saved as well. So I'm gonna start by putting these letter beads in here. Lizzie is the name that I'm gonna do. That's my daughter's name. If you have tweezers or something, it might be helpful. Is that the right way? Sorry, I'm kind of doing it upside down. Let me change it my way so that... So the ones I'm making tonight, I'll use as a sample for when I do the live class on Saturday. Lizzy. And then the name will look reversed on the other side. Yeah, it still says Lizzie on the other side correctly. Okay, so there is Lizzie. I'm gonna go ahead and put my gloves and my mask on now. Like I said, you want to protect your hands from the resin material. Okay. I'm going to move this out of my way temporarily. Okay, so here's A and B. Like I said, you're going to want equal amounts of both. There should be about equal amounts in your containers, but to make sure, it's good to put this in here. Let it come all the way out and measure it. So this is the resin container. The resin container is a little bit, a tiny bit cloudy. Trying to get as much drip out as I can. And then here is the hardener. So like I said, you're going to want equal amounts of both of these. You cannot do it by weight, in case you are wondering, because they have different, I think it's called viscosities. So I found it works best. So I put them both in these containers, and I'm just going to hold it up to the light behind me and just see where we're at. So that one's at 1 ounce, just like what I thought. And that one's at 1 ounce as well. So let me dump these. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, I did that backwards. It's easier to dump the hardener in because it's a little bit thinner. So dump your hardener into your resin. And try to scrape it out. Scrape the sides, scrape everything you can, since you want to keep your amounts the same. Okay, so now's the really exciting part, guys. You have to stir it for 3 minutes. So I'm going to time myself. So right now I'm at 6 minutes and I gotta get to 9. So stir with me, or you can fast forward or whatever, but make sure you do 3 to 5 minutes. And here we go. All right, we're 30 seconds in. Make sure you're like scraping the sides and scooping up from the bottom. All right, 1 minute in. I'm gonna set it down. I'm getting tired of holding it. You're doing good, ladies. Keep on stirring. Guess I should have had some music on, but maybe I can add it after the fact. We can see. So while I'm still stirring this, I'm actually going to make this mold as well. Like I said, I'm making these for samples for the class on Saturday. So I want to have a couple examples. So just keep stirring. All right, girls, we're 2 minutes in, 1 minute left. So as you can see, there are a little bit of bubbles in it, but that's okay. If you really get into resin, I would say I'd recommend buying a heat gun. You can use a heat gun to zap it, and it'll help the bubbles rise out of it. They also recommend doing this in kind of like a little bit of a warmer environment. So if you want to go in a room with a heater on or something, that would be ideal. Okay, down to 15 seconds. So you do just want to make sure that you've done a good job scraping the sides, getting everything in, and that you don't really have, that it looks well blended. You can't like see swirls or anything in it. So a couple seconds left. All right, we've done that. To be extra sure, you can stir it up to another 2 minutes, but I've always had good luck with the 3 minutes. So what I'm going to do now, let me clean up my space a little bit. Make sure I'm still in the camera, aren't I? Am I good? Yeah. Okay. So I'm actually, no, I should leave my gloves on. I was going to say I was going to take my gloves off for the glitter part, but I should leave it on. So what you can do, you can dump, actually this is what I'm going to do. Dump these half and half. Okay, so you can either dump the glitter directly on here, or you can split it in, oh, I can't get it open with these gloves on. Okay, 1 second. Oh, I got it. Okay. And dump the glitter in here. So you don't have to use all of it. I just wanted it super duper glittery. So stir that up really well. Look how pretty it is. Did you guys see me stirring it? It's beautiful. And then we also sell all these glitters. So the ones you got in your kit we sell. This, if you're going to use the gold foil, I would recommend using tweezers. It's kind of, I mean, it's a foil. If you've never touched it before, it will kind of stick to the oils on your hand. So I use tweezers to make all these bags. So you can use the tweezers and just kind of stick it in the molds, or you can mix it in with the resin. So I'm not going to use that, but if that's what you choose to do, that's awesome too. I might make another sample in a couple days and use that. So a little trick that I have, and actually I need to go grab another one since I divided my resin, is okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. A little trick that I have is to use a pipette bag. So what you are going to do is take this, put your pipette bag over top of it very carefully. Pull it down as far as you can. Do you guys see that? How it's full, and then flip it over. So it's running all to the bottom now. And you can either, trying to get a good angle with this so that y'all can see it and I still can dump it out. Okay, you see how it's all running to the bottom? Okay, so let me give it another minute to come out. I think that's most of it. Okay, so I do find it easiest to then take the cup back out. Okay, it's my little trash pile over there. Okay, so then this is what I have to work with. So I find, look how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. So I find this easiest because you can control it a lot more than just dumping it out. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to snip off the edge just a little bit. You don't want like a crazy flow. Do you guys see that? How much came out, and it's starting to flow out already. So let me start pipetting this in. And then you can just kind of squirt it in. Make sure it's good and full, but you make sure you're going all the way to the edges. Okay, I'm gonna do one on this tray because I want to make sure that I get some of both sides. Whoop, I made a little bit of a mess there. Remove that piece of glitter. Okay. I think my glitter is getting stuck in it though. Oh, okay. Okay, there's some more glitter right there. Okay, and then I'm gonna kind of go down to the level of it and make sure that it's level. You want it to really come up to the edge because you don't want it to have any like valleys in it. Okay, let's see, let's make another square one. Okay, now I'm not gonna have enough to make another one of these. I don't think, well, let me see. I'm gonna try to make another one of these. It might not be high enough, but I can try. Oh, maybe I'm in luck. Okay. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. Can you guys see them in the video? I hope my head, oh gosh, I hope my head wasn't in the way the whole time. Okay. Just making sure they're all topped off nicely. Okay. Well, I actually have a little bit left. Let's squirt one more out. Didn't realize I'd be able to make this many. That's great. So you guys will get to see these done at the class on really getting my money's worth of this. Okay, so they're good. They look pretty full to the top. I hope my head's not in the way. I'm really sorry if my head's been in the way some. It's kind of my first time making a how-to video. Okay, here's this. I'm gonna put this aside. So we still have this one that says Lizzie. And you know what I'm gonna do? No, I thought about putting the gold foil in, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But I kind of do want some glitter in these. So let me go grab another thing of glitter really quick. Sorry, I didn't fully think this out. I have my slippers on, if you can tell. It's late at night here. Okay, so like I said, another way you can do this is just kind of sprinkling it on. So these are going to be super glittery. Okay. Okay. All right, do this again. Put this in, push it to the top, flip it over. Now this is just clear resin. Like, you could have put the glitter in here and mixed it, or you can do what I just did and put it in there. Okay, so these are the ones that I have the names in, the name beads in. So I filled that up. So you're gonna want to try your best to cover the letters with a thin thing of resin. It's going to be close to the top, the brim, but I find that it looks better if they have a coating on top of them. So these are awesome. They look cool for Halloween. They almost look like they would glow, don't they? It's getting a little hard to see. Okay, all right, that's all there was to it. So another thing that you can do with resin is you can take our earrings. Let me go grab one really quick to show you guys. Okay, so hopefully we're all caught up in at the same place. So you can also make put the resin on earrings. Like, I have a little bit left over, so I would probably use that up by making some earrings. So we sell the setting, and then you can get a die. You can either just cut a circle or get a die from Glitter Sparkle Studio that cuts the circle, but you can see it's kind of like a pretty rounded thing. Here is some more things that I made with the resin. I just think this putting the resin on top gives them a nice finished look. So yeah, I want to show that to you guys. Okay, so what happens next is these need to sit for in 24 hours. They'll be soft, but you'll be able to like, they won't be runny. But in 72 hours is when they will be able to be taken out of the molds. So we just wait until then. And we try to be patient, and then after that we will pop them all out of the molds, and then we will put them put their respective clips on them. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully it was helpful. Thanks.